Yeah, same. And emergency induction ports. Because that's what they are. Nothing else. This planet's Robo, Simu, and Cyborg, Vampire, Viking, Ninja, Pirate, Dinosaurs with jetpacks. That's a lot to take in.
Shepard,
The
never a dull
boo.
moment when the Normandy's on tour, is there?
Any word from Palavin?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Hear anything from your family? You will.
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palavin or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both.
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me. Everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a million lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done.
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
If we reduce this war to arithmetic, we're no better than Reapers.
I guess I can't argue with that. You managed peace between the Geth and the Quarians. Maybe there is another way.
Very the dry lime and pineapple flavors. Fair enough. Not much of a drinker, so I'm not sure. And no, I have not tried Malibu and Coke. I know it's a thing, but I've not tried it. Right, let's go. What does Adams want? Haven't we already spoken to him like 4 times? Or have I been meaning to speak to him and I just never do? Oh, I do need to speak to him because he wants...
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy. She is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, Edie agrees with me.
Edie's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI.
Edie can direct the Normandy with her thoughts. She sees, hears, and feels through the ship's sensor arrays. The Normandy is her body.
I've seen Edie's body, and its curves are a fine sight better than the Normandy's hull.
So what do you
Oh.
think, Edie?
Are we more than our thoughts?
Whoa.
Done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
Let me get around to it. Coke's nice as it is too. Fair.
Commander, good news on the installation of that thermal pipe you got us.
I went right brilliant. Much better than we expected.
I told you it would.
It gets better. While interfacing through our EZO capacitors, our Miss Daniels here had an epiphany.
I wouldn't go that far.
She and Donnelly deduced some theoretical improvements to our capacitor design. Edie and I ran with it and documented our conclusions. Our core is too compact to apply our theories, but it could help the Crucible engineers. Give the word and I'll send the plans their way.
Do it.
Hey.
Well done, everyone.
Oh, we leveled up from that. Bear in mind, all we did there was buy a thing for 1,000 credits. And we leveled up and got some more assets. I'll say that. Right, now is the important bit. So, this is the point of no return. So, going to the Illusiman's base is it. That is where the game ends. You basically do that mission and then you... that's the, like, that's the beginning of the end. So we'll be holding off on that for now. I am going to quickly look something up because I believe we're missing some people, aren't we? Who have we met? So in this game, we have seen Kasumi, Grunt, Thane, Jack, Miranda, Legion, Tally, Samara, Morden, Jacob, Garrus, and Liara. Yeah, where the hell is Saeed? He is the only one we haven't seen yet. Like, uh... Honestly, Coral pushes and show what happens. Did Give me a minute. Journal. Mission summary. What are we doing? Okay, well, we need to go to the Citadel anyway, because where the thing is. Can't beat hot chocolate on a cold day, though. I haven't had hot chocolate in forever. But you are correct. Hot chocolate on a cold day is big pog.
I need to get to the embassies. Yes, Commander.
So apparently there's some guy doing some shady deals or something, and when you do that, then he turns up. Is he this guy? No, it's just a random diplomat. I don't actually know if we can actually get Zaid. I think I've actually messed this up. Because after we do a certain mission, he should be somewhere here. And that's when he gets unlocked as a war asset. But I do not know where he is. Which is really annoying because he's the only like main person that we haven't seen yet. Everyone else we've seen and is alive. I might have messed up Kasumi's thing, but I think that still means she's around. Done goofed? I think so. Because he should be somewhere.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Knowles, this is where the last access code was used.
What's that, Commander? I'm losing your signal.
Shepard.
Balak.
You should have killed me on that asteroid over Terra Nova.
He's the terrorist from the first game.
Everything that has happened to my people is your fault.
All I did was stop you at Terra Nova.
Yes. After you ruined my plans, my government accelerated research efforts on the Leviathan of Dis. Have you heard of it, Commander? The ancient organic dreadnought my people recovered from Jartar 20 years ago? Sound familiar?
A Reaper. Your people were studying a Reaper corpse.
Yes. Looking for a way to reclaim our place as the true power of the galaxy. Hundreds of our best scientists were enlisted.
And then they became indoctrinated.
When the Reapers reached Karshan, our own people betrayed us. Defense grids were deactivated. Ships fired on Allied targets.
That looks kind with the gun. It's fine. This is a normal occurrence for Shepherds. That's probably why no one's batting an eye.
I didn't destroy your people, Balak. The Reapers did that.
We were a proud race. A beautiful race. Have you seen what the Reapers have done to us? I'm trapped on this citadel. Our warships only know the locations of Reaper forces because I've tapped Council transmissions. I am the highest-ranking military officer left in the hegemony, and I can't save my people. But I can end you.
Balak, you sent that asteroid toward Terra Nova to help your people, but what does killing me accomplish?
Vengeance. The Bahawk system, well...
They would have died anyway when the Reapers showed up. You know that. I am uniting the Krogan and the Turians. We're the best hope for this galaxy. If you care about your people...
Wait, I mean, I've already done that. I've already united the Quarians and the Geth as well. Oops.
Our ships are yours.
Hey.
Shepard, are you alright?
Fine. You won't have any more trouble with those codes.
Mission pals.
Do you want me to arrest him?
Me and the
I want
boys.
you to put a bullet in his head. We're all making some sacrifices today. Let him go. Spectre authority.
Ooh.
Understood, Commander. And thanks.
Okay, give me a sec. Where's Ambassador? Okay. Oh. Oh. I know what I've done. I don't think we've super
Son of a bitch.
goofed. I think we can save it. It's fine. There's a whole bunch of background. Okay, so there was a thing in the Spectre thing telling me about someone's location. That I kind of ignored. That's what we have to do. So we go to the embassies. I don't know if I have to do this or not for later stuff. It's just I want to meet all of the previous squad mates that we can, which I believe he's the last one. Yeah, is it? One of these guys I have to talk to.
This is a problem, boss. Cerberus.
Your intel, right? I found these encryption codes on a Cerberus engineer. I thought they might be helpful.
Cerberus ciphers. That's exactly what we've been looking for. Thank you, Commander.
I have to talk to a guard. Yeah, embassy guard. Okay, yeah. Guessing it's this guy?
Was the Volus ambassador here earlier?
Yes, he was, Commander.
I need in. Spectre business.
I'll unlock the office when you're ready.
The wiki suggests saving before talking to him again.
You've never been this uncooperative with us before, Ambassador.
That's because you were actually doing some good in the galaxy before.
Has that changed? How many colonies would be gone if we hadn't taken action against the Collectors?
Too many. But fighting the Alliance...
must continue in order to end the war. We understand it took a lot for you to reach out to Cerberus, Ambassador Korlak. We ask that you trust us a little longer.
I mean, that one entry is pretty damning evidence. He's named, the organization's named, and what, like, they're working together. Like, I mean, come on. This is a case closed situation.
Ambassador, please.
Hundreds dead. Udina betraying the Council. I should have cut ties with you ages ago.
And what will that accomplish now? The risks you took by passing Cerberus, it's left you in an interesting position. If you sever contact, we can't protect you from the consequences.
I have no time for this.
We'll speak again. Have a good day, Ambassador Korlak.
The Turians think I'm still working for Cerberus. They've put a price on my head. I can't go to CSEC, but Cerberus has plans. An entire Turian colony rests on my life. If anyone finds this, I hid a tracking receiver in the office suite beside the human embassies.
Oh, here? Oh.
What are you...
Damn, Cerberus has them everywhere nowadays.
Oh my god.
You're gonna go on about them all night.
Just get the car up.
I wonder who that is.
Bastard's even heavier than he looks.
Ignore the subtitles. Zaid, oh my god. He's got some bad sniffles. That's how Volus speak, because they're like Quarians, where they have to be in suits and stuff. That's how they breathe and everything.
How long till we killed Korlak?
Once the credits go through. Was beginning to think you weren't interested in the money.
I'm not. Because Korlak worked for Cerberus? What'd they do to you? None of your goddamn business. He waking up?
This is Commander Shepard. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Tell me where you are.
We're still near the Presidium. CSEC will check Selkish arms when they realize I'm missing.
They won't give a damn when they realize you sold them out to Cerberus.
Wait. Cerberus is planning to attack a colony that...
Stay calm. Help's coming.
Now arriving at
I want to say...
Why go after your old employers?
Yeah, apartments. He says...
How do you know my name all of a sudden?
Good question.
Seems to be a habit of everyone.
No, the Krogan are the only race that can fight on the toxic world, so they need
Just like hold their fingers up here and they can somehow talk to everyone.
good in mountains, immune to toxins, ferocious.
Damn, wrong door.
Yes, they'd be ideal. Unfortunately, they were driven to extinction.
Cerberus is after a Turian colony. Kill me, and they get it.
Drop my name.
Shepard's investigating. She's a recent acquaintance.
How recent?
Very.
How recent? Like, right now!
Been a while, Zaid.
Shepard. Glad I wasn't just making an ass of myself
So,
over a hunch.
I'm
Undisciplined
guessing...
bastards. This is what I get for signing up at the last minute.
Where's Korlak?
I think if we left it a bit too long,
I'm here, Commander.
because obviously Zaid trusts us and everything, he beats up the rest of the
You saved my
mercenaries before we get there.
I almost
Hence
died
why they were on the floor.
Turians thought I was still with Cerberus.
Did those mercs hurt you?
I'm fine. They wanted me alive until the fees were delivered for my capture. They
Hey,
didn't
Fluffy,
care
good to
about
see you again.
what
Hope
I
you're doing
had to
well.
say.
No worries.
You kept
You're
mentioning
here
the
now, and
colony
that's all
in
that
your
matters.
message.
And it is indeed. Well, it's a
Information
different
on a
one.
Turian
It's a different
planet's
guy,
defense
but
system.
same race.
They'll strike soon. But if I tell you which planet they're attacking, Cerberus will know I turned traitor.
Turn? You already betrayed your own people.
We saved your life. Tell us what planet you put in danger.
I can offer a bargain. The Volus bombing fleet. In tactical terms, it's worth far more than a colony.
Or you could
Or-
give us both.
I was about to say the same thing.
You can warn the Turians there'll be an attack, Commander. That should be general enough to ward off suspicion.
Beat him, Saeed.
He tried to do the right thing before. It failed because you trusted the wrong people. Now here's your chance to make up for it. You're giving us Volus support, and you're going
There's
to
some
help
good
us
options
make
in this
Cerberus
game.
pay for using you.
I can't.
You can.
Waste of everyone's time trying to appeal to a Volus's better nature, Shepard.
Aphis. The colony's name is Aphis. Cerberus wants its shipyards.
And the bombing fleet?
Yes, it's yours, Commander. I'll speak with Citadel Security about this incident. You have my thanks.
Took him long enough to spit that out.
Zaid, what are you doing here?
Later, C6 on their way. Won't be too pleased with the mess we left them.
We.
Catch up with me at the docks if you like.
Hey, it's good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. And WTB Internet, as in welcome to back. What? Or was the tier miss? I'm very confused. Oh, want to buy internet. Oh. I still don't get it. What? Why do you want to buy internet? Or am I buying internet? I'm very confused.
Have you discovered a way to run
Love the router.
spaceships
Oh.
private to love?
Oh. So, out of curiosity, did this happen yesterday by any chance? And is that also a reason why you may or may not have been able to turn up to a D&D session you were meant to turn up to yesterday that you totally remembered and didn't mention to any of us why you couldn't turn up? Saying. Oh wait, was that it? Oh, I thought I had to go save the colony. Do I not have to go save the colony? Are you busy yesterday? Oh, well, cheers for the heads up. Oh yeah, no, we don't. Okay, that is it. My bad. We'll go talk to Zaid. And then, yeah, we got time. We'll start Omega DLC probably. Because I always like doing
Do you need ground transport?
refugee camp.
I need to get to the refugee camp.
Yes, Commander.
So we true. Very true. Just wondered about. Hey, it was busy stuff. Alright, Zaid's around here somewhere. I think he's over here somewhere. Look out for the... There he is. Take out all the electronics in your room. Oh, that would have been very bad then.
Nothing.
Wondered if you'd show up, Shepard.
Hey, Zaid.
Busy recruiting goddamn armies for this war you're in charge of.
I could always use more help.
I'll bet. I've seen footage of what happened on Earth. Tell you what, I'll see if some old contacts of mine are still around. Can't promise you anything, but if enough of them are still breathing, I can lend a hand.
There's lightning, but it's sunny outside. I mean, you can tell it's quite nice outside at the minute. Yeah, that. Like, what are the chances of that? But I'm hoping everyone's okay, and I'm hoping everything is okay as well. So all your electronics and stuff are fine, right?
Now arriving at docking bay D24.
Oh, actually, Go to Dr. Bryson's lab. Yeah, because I think this is the Leviathan DLC. Let's do this one first. So you're working at the moment? Okay, that's good then. Because they just check plugs and stuff just to make sure nothing's like fried.
All known locations and update the map. They contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us?
Yeah, it's Leviathan DLC. Okay, cool.
Apologies, Commander.
Well, hopefully everything's fine
The
then.
team is out investigating
That's definitely
right now.
worrying.
I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
Would it come under any insurance stuff?
What's your assignment?
Like house insurance and everything?
Investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers.
If you've got like, is
anyone
it
who
contents
existed.
insurance, that kind of thing? Yeah, I can imagine.
That's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
At least you weren't playing a horror game.
Alliance is still
Just
desperate
bang,
for
ah!
intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics.
It would be covered?
Anything
Okay,
that
it
can give us
doesn't
an
too
edge.
bad then.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge.
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime. Once that myth was proven to be reality, our entire history changed.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we can just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
I could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near.
Oh god, yeah.
Hadley, do you have the data?
Uh-oh. He's got a gun! No! Yeah! Yeah!
This is Commander Shepard. I
When
need
in doubt,
CSEC
throw the
at my
frisbee.
location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show
Only
his
strike
name is
last month
Derek
or so?
Hadley.
Oof.
He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a CSEC alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine, but I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What?
Says daycare as a kid.
What's happening?
You tell
Damn.
me.
I
That's
was
crazy.
gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark.
Well, there's been a while since we've
Cold.
had like proper thunder and lightning that I can
was
remember.
Someplace else.
Not the most common thing in the world.
I don't know. A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud
Ooh, nope.
noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger.
But I would never do that.
Moves away from the
Commander,
building. Ooh,
this
Jesus
does
Christ.
resemble reports of indoctrination.
Well, at least it hit a tree rather than you or the house.
Me?
So,
What about
That's
that
nice.
Leviathan
Right?
Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
I mean, he's clearly being indoctrinated.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update?
Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something.
Give me the brief.
Oh, this is the thing
20 years
that
ago,
Balak was on about.
Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication.
What could have killed the Reaper in the first place?
Exactly. That's the real Leviathan.
It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war.
Damn, this is eternal. Calm down, Edgelord.
You'll have it. This is now your top priority.
Oof, ow, the edge.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
What could have slain a Reaper? A Super Reaper? No, flu season. We've been over this.
Anything capable
It's
of
always
killing a
flu
Reaper will do a
season.
lot
Give
of
it 3
collateral
turns,
damage.
dead. Loads of
I
XP and
understand
money.
this concept. I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant. But we won't know unless we can find it. Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
How many points does Edie have to spend? 77. I've not used her at all. There we go. Okay. Impact radius or power duration? I'll do radius, why not? Do I need 5? I need 11 points, and then we're maxed.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Your tongue just sneezed on death. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sending you an artifact I found.
That's where hay fever comes in handy.
In fact, maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here.
What could be? Oh, Jesus.
Burn up the rest of this project.
That's a terrifying thing to wake up to.
Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination. Let's focus on what he does say, then. He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path. And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data. A significant amount of data, judging by this office. So how do we narrow it down? Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau. Does this tell us where Garneau went? No. But we may be able to narrow down his location.
I don't know how this is like a flight path.
For Leviathan.
Like, because this is all over the place. Oh. Lovely.
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss. Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes? It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature. Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter
that's
for
convenient.
murders where the killer claimed memory loss? Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program. Blackout crimes. No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
I remember this, but now we have to find all the data first, and then we'll go put the filters on. The Thorian! Oh, the thing that we found on Pharos and that we killed because it was a dick. Yeah.
Bryson was tracking
Ooh.
unexplained creature sightings. Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course. And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path? Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Rocks.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
You can never go wrong with a bit of
Studying
rock.
it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Lay the rocks.
Meteorite sample with traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need EZO? While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies. Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0? Adding the search filter now.
Upgrade.
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
Aww.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
Hmm.
What do you think, Edie? It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni's
Wow!
signatures.
That's
Can you
exactly
add
what we were
cross-reference
looking
locations
for.
of sightings? Adding it now.
The button's always right next to it, like... Does it really need to be said like that?
Sovereign, vanguard of our destruction.
Oh.
How's that working out for you, big guy?
Piece of Sovereign, it's quite funny. Just to let you know, I've only done this DLC once, so I'm not going to be as knowledgeable with this one as I am with the rest of the game. That's to leave. Don't want to leave yet. Anything else? Look. I'm missing 2 things by the looks of it, but we'll try these anyway. So element 0.
Deposits.
Ooh. Let's narrowed
Based
it
on the
down.
search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
I suppose this is just a quick way to do it. Like, if you know where they are, then you can just
Rachni activity.
go straight there instead of doing the rest of this.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 5 possible systems. Alien sightings.
Ooh. Go down to 3. Again, posting weird, random weird shit. Okay. Well, cheers, stick around. Hope you enjoy 7. We'll have you see you again soon, Mithrin. Hope you have a great rest of your day. What am I missing? I don't know where else I can go. Oh, there is an upstairs. Here we go. Anything here?
Per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis...
Like, no, never mind. True.
Unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
Sorry, give me a sec. Dr. Bryson. His daughter Anne. Oh, no, okay, never mind. I suddenly thought, because I saw the picture on the side here, and thought she might have been,
By Anne Bryson, age 9. This does not seem relevant at the moment.
yeah, I thought she might have been the doctor that we meet in the first game that runs the clinic where we find Garrus for the first time? There we go.
This appears to be encrypted data on Reaper fleet activity.
I thought
You think it's
she
relevant?
might have been her
Possibly,
for some reason.
but it is impossible to say without more
But she's
data.
not, so never mind.
And the decryption key.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. The hell does that mean?
If only there was some, like, children drawings that he has around here.
By Anne Bryson, age 9. Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to
Easy
the
enough.
datapad we found earlier.
Gonna rip his heart out now. I did the first thing that, but I thought it was probably more sentimental. I mean, we can still go rip out his heart. I mean, he's dead. He doesn't need it, so
Decryption
good money in the
complete.
black market.
Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Reaper activity.
Ooh.
We have a match. Blocking the galaxy
Bingo.
map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Easy. To the Normandy. Transition card. Give it a minute, alright? Alright, let's go find Garneau, or is that a person or a planet? It's a person, right? So whoosh. Yeah, Dr. Garneau, there you go. It's a person. I'm paying attention, it's fine. I know what's going on. I know what we're doing. We're playing the Reapers. Ah! Just start blasting. It's fine. And boop. And boop. Okay, well, this is dumb. Boop.
I found something. We have located Garneau.
That was dumb. Let's take Jarvik, and I'm actually going to take Liara on this one, because she is the scientist. So we're not taking Best Boy Garrus with us for probably most of this DLC. Because, you know, we might learn some more interesting things with other people with us. Not that I have any idea of what could potentially be in this DLC, but, you know. Then I'll give her the... Yeah, this is just better in every way. I mean, this is a slightly higher fire rate. Whatever. Headshot damage? Oh, you can't have damage and headshot damage? Boo. Bad game. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Or level up. And let's get your slam maxed. Capacitate a slam target for 5 seconds or recharge time. Let's do 5 seconds. Probably come in handy for lightening the load of
We're about
enemies.
5 minutes out, Commander.
Really craving chicken katsu
What
right now.
exactly's on the
Sorry, I
search
shouldn't have mentioned it earlier.
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small
If it helps,
operation.
I'm just hungry.
Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Do we have any more information on what Leviathan could be?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
But it is this Garneau human, Bryson's partner, we must locate.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Understood.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. Just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams.
Let's
They're
see.
after
Yeah,
Leviathan
it's
too.
a
Reapers
cat in
are
a
good sign.
suit.
That's not something you
Who's
hear
a
every
lawyer.
day.
Adorable.
Take us in.
Has a little tie and everything. Yeah, today was boring cereal. You know, spaghetti. Well, have fun cereal. Like, have chocolate milk instead of normal milk. Add some Pop Rocks to it. Put it in the microwave for a couple seconds to heat it
Don't
up.
go anywhere, Cortez.
Warm
I'll grab this gun and
cereal.
be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, that one made me feel bad for saying. I'm no longer hungry. Better yet. Better yet.
Scouting party.
That sounds larger than the term scouting party would suggest.
Oh, I can just hold this down and it fires. Oh, this is so much cooler. Don't know why he's just standing still, but there you go. Ow. Yeah, did I say it? No, I can't. Yeah, warm, soggy cereal. I did say it, then I've said it twice.
The people in this facility will be
That's
scared.
the good stuff. And you're all welcome for that mental imagery. Warm, soggy Weetabix? Ugh. Weetabix are a mess. They just turn into, like, mushy, like, worse porridge when it just becomes mush.
They should be panicked.
I was gonna say, they look very calm for having Reapers outside. Because they're totally not indoctrinated. Toasted? Warm, soggy Weetabix in toast. Or are you putting them in bread so that the bread gets soggy and then you're toasting it all together?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
Good.
I see. That will be all.
Yeah.
That will be.
He's got a gun.
Hello?
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you?
Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr.
Weetabix?
Garneau. He would
Ah.
have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak
Is
to
that
him.
just like a sexual thing with Weetabix?
We
Or
have no Dr. Garneau.
like Weetabix made of meat?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
And now, we're done. Step away.
Step away. You don't
It's so
belong
much
here.
worse than you were thinking. Which one?
Something is wrong here.
Let's look around. Carefully.
Because both of those probably aren't bad. Don't know anymore.
He was living in the ducts.
Excuse me.
You don't belong here.
Rude. Your appeal is denied, your wrists are cut off and you've been reassigned. Clean out your office and report to Dr. Lan. Right.
You can't be in here. I
can do what I want.
Security.
I am security.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. Proud providers of tungsten since 2060.
This is unnerving.
We should repair the elevator.
Elevator offline. Repair terminal activated.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to
I
stay.
actually misspelled in Meatbix.
Repairs initiated.
In fairness, I didn't see it until I saw Fluffy say Metabix. I was like, wow, that's disgusting. Then I looked up and saw that you did misspell. I was like, oh, cool. Beatabix could be worse. That's definitely a sexual thing.
The security log for the elevator said
That's
Garneau
just
was
like
here in the
people
last week.
taking pictures of their
Why would
feet,
they lie
like they're
about
barefoot
No
in a
idea.
bowl of Weetabix
Let's hope
with
we don't
like
have to
the
look too
Weetabix
far.
like mush in between their toes. Why are we like this? Sup, my guys? Just imagine the squelching sound. People would probably get off on that.
Interesting. We should look into that.
You make one misspell.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Why? Why not? Easy OnlyFans content, you know?
You shouldn't be here.
Now you thinking that dry Weetabix? Maybe extend a good solid flip-flop base? This is the pole. Then you've got mushy Weetabix feet again. Maybe to leave because you're Kinkabix. We've made a new term, Kinkabix. It's where you're sexually attracted to Weetabix and Weetabix related activities.
I don't have that.
Oh, I thought that's what I picked up.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Garneau. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal.
Oh, convenient.
Listen, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Garneau out.
Soon turns into Stinkabix,
So he's still
which is still
here.
part of
Do we have
Kinkabix,
that
because
passcode
people would
hack?
probably also be interested in moldy, mushy Weetabix. Which, yes, you're
None of
most
this
welcome
makes
for.
sense for workers at a mining station.
This is a restricted area. An active patient file number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Or a map? Nope. Still not as bad between the toes. Well, no, the Feetabix is still part of it. It's just it's moldy and mushy now.
Turn back.
So you've got like the mold and the mush like sort of being interwoven into your toes. Mix a bit of sugar in there and it's like sand. Rough, course, and it gets everywhere. Everywhere. Where's the security thing?
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
ID
Hey, there we go.
231-95.
Access granted.
When are we going to Jailabix? I think we're going to Hellabix rather than Jailabix. Hey, pistol ultra lightweight materials. That's our second one? Jesus. I miss you when we return my emails. Your mother is very ill and needs to see you. I love you. Come see me. Come home soon, Dad. Oof. ID 69. A Bix. Find security card. I don't know where this is. This it? Oh my god.
Punch in Garno's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
The ship dropped him off a week ago.
It appears he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
This Garneau human was headed to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the med bay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The med bay is restricted to authorized personnel with
Yeah,
active
no,
patient file numbers.
we know where the mail bay is, the medical bay is.
I have the file number.
Gonna go to
Let's go
sleep.
get Garneau.
Okay, and chilling. We'll just take on Hojo 7. We'll hope to see you again very soon. Well, good night, I suppose. And sleep well. I hope you dream of sweet Weetabix things. Also, no, this the stream isn't sponsored by Weetabix, which is big sad.
File 7364.
Access granted.
God, that should not have been as difficult as it was. All the scratches. Bit creepy, not gonna lie.
Is that Garneau?
I hope not, or we've hit a dead end.
Not sure if Weebix would approve this content anyway.
No, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
I mean, you know, it's a new marketing strategy
Yes.
for him.
Only I'm trapped in here.
Gets into that untapped market, you know?
What's been going on in this place?
Name one of the cereal
I was
that
doing my research.
advertises its kinky
Until the
side.
incident.
They attacked you.
A sentence I never thought I'd say.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
Cocoa
I need
Poops?
you to
We're
tell
not
me
getting into
everything
that.
you found on the Leviathan.
There's...
Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
No, please.
It's a myth. A dead end.
In your call to Bryson, you mentioned an artifact.
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces
Yes,
attacking
yeah,
us,
it
so
was
I
like
need
a
to break through. We'll
rhetorical
grab the
thing.
artifact and go.
It was more of a just agree, it's fine, we can move past this, but nope.
Not be breached.
The darkness.
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
He is not himself. This is not Garneau we are talking to.
You killed a Reaper.
Shredded
I need your
meat.
help.
You bring only death.
Sounds quite nice, actually. You do that in a stir fry. Or like pulled pork. Mmm. Barbecue pulled pork. Mmm. That's like good stuff.
Someone has cut the power.
There he is.
Leave this place.
Wait! We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route.